Hey guys, this is Dmitry with Harukanux and welcome back to another review. On the table today we've got a gaming headset from SteelSeries. This is the 5HV3, retailing for around $80. I think this headset is unique in the sense that it dismantles into 3 parts, which is awesome for travel, and packs a very simplistic and compact footprint. Plus you can put it back together without connecting any wires, and so SteelSeries sure made this process very simple. Ironically, I do however think that this 3-piece design is bound to make some customers unhappy, solely because there are now more points of failure and the joints just don't feel as robust as would a single piece headphone. Also, coming from personal experience and many user reviews online, this 3-piece design doesn't prove reliable for connectivity, resulting in one of the ear cups to stop working. Now, with that said, the plastic construction has its benefits as the headset is extremely lightweight. I had absolutely no issues with several hours of use. Specs wise, these house 40mm drivers with a decent frequency range and impedance of 40 ohms and sensitivity of 110 dB, which is perfectly loud. Alright, so coming on to microphone quality, as you can hear, it sounds very nice, very loud, very clear, and it manages to isolate my voice from background noises, so that's a perfect solution for in-game volume. I like the fact that this microphone is flexible and has a very small footprint on the headphone itself, and you can just stow it away easily and conveniently inside the headphone just like this. And as you can hear, it's still picking up my voice. And that's why we have the mic mute button on the volume control on the wire. And moving on to the ear cushions, they are removable. Unfortunately, we don't get any replacement ear pads, but SteelSeries does carry open style cushions that open up the soundstage just a little bit. But the stock pleather cups of course concentrate the heat, so you will need to vent your ears once in a while. But they do provide excellent sound isolation and produce almost no leak, which is perfectly if you want to maintain your privacy. I also appreciate the small details like the single orange thread outline to match the internal lining. The headband is also quite soft, it is small, and putting these on I do find them quite comfortable because of the lightweight, soft ear pads and an overall nice fit with the adjustable headband. On the cable we have a volume knob and the mic mute button and has the usual 3.5mm headphone jacks. Now you are able to disconnect the dual jack and put an angled headphone jack that is included to be used with portable devices, and this connectivity is quite tight, so I wouldn't expect any issues with the detachable cable, at least in the beginning of the lifespan. Now overall the build quality is okay, but it does feel fragile in the hands, particularly because of the detachable joints, and for $80 it's a bit of a disappointment. Alright, now on to the most interesting part of the review. Here comes the audio quality. And as always, I let them burn in for 48 hours with white noise and fired them up with some of my favorites so I know exactly what to listen for, and I tested these with my Xoner DX 7.1 channel sound card. First impressions for an $80 gaming headphone were a little mixed. For one, I missed the deep bass that makes explosions and powerful gunfire that much more powerful. The bass doesn't overpower and is quite detailed, but it doesn't deliver to that punchy standard we've come to expect from gaming headsets. And perhaps maybe that's a good thing, as many times all we hear is the bass that destroys the fidelity of the sound. The lower bass on the 5HV3 is completely missing. I wasn't impressed, and dubstep tracks really did not come to life. Plus, playing with the equalizer to move the bass slightly forward introduced a lot of unpleasant distortion, so the 40mm drivers really don't shine in the lower range. The midtones were a little less disappointing. They aren't particularly muddy and actually quite detailed, but they are recessed and sound quite hollow that didn't impress when listening to my favorite tracks. It's a similar story with the highs, as they are detailed and bring the vocals forward, which is excellent for in-game voice. The highs are more emphasized and is the best part throughout the range. I did manage to improve the detail in the mid-range using the equalizer on my sound card, but playing around with the bass was impossible due to introduced distortion. And of course, taking into account the pricing of the headset, I wasn't expecting amazing sound quality, but one thing that I was really not happy with was stereo imaging. If you want to be completely aware of your surroundings and where those footsteps are coming from, you'll be disappointed, and this is mainly due to a very small soundstage. Playing Battlefield 4, things came through clearly, but I did miss powerful and deep bass that makes you smile when you fire a rocket, for example. The atmosphere in Metro Last Light is outstanding for post-apocalyptic environment, and the 5HV3 wasn't capable of providing that immersive feeling. It really does lack appropriate soundstage. So the 5HV3 is a decent headset considering the compact nature of the design, a very comfortable fit with noise isolating earpads, and the retractable mic is a bonus to keeping up with a minimalistic footprint. Clarity throughout the headset was plenty detailed, but not without issues. I really wanted more emphasis on deeper bass and better stereo imaging for directionality, as detecting precise positioning of incoming footsteps was very difficult, and I wouldn't recommend this if you play competitively. The 3-piece design, while compact, is also the turning point for build quality, as the headset feels very fragile. And for $80, it is still quite expensive considering it's not particularly good for music nor in-game directionality. And I think SteelSeries should really focus on improving the build quality on their 3-piece headphones, as aside from disappointing sound quality, this all-plastic construction would be my biggest critique. Now, would you guys consider this 3-piece design useful for travel, or would you rather see a collapsible headphone? Leave your comments down below, subscribe for more similar content, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.